Good morning. My name is Drew Hansen with Spasmodic Dysphonia exercises and muscle tension exercises. So something's very different. My mixer that I used to go through the clips and to play other coaches and such, I was never able to hear them play through the system because my mixer, for some reason, doesn't have a headphone jack. So I had to buy this audio extractor thing, and it's using Bluetooth to go to this thing in my earphone, or in my it's an earbud, and there's a delay to it. So I'm hearing myself, then I'm hearing myself through here, then I'm hearing myself a half a second later through the earpiece. And I went through and did a dry run with this like twice just to try to get used to it. And there's not really a lot of getting used to it. Yeah, see, like I trail. Everything I say, I then finish saying a half second later. It's very trippy. I'm trying to get used to it. I guess news broadcasters have to do this all the time. So let's really put it to the test. And let's work with Jeff Mathena, working with a singer named Victoria, who incidentally had spasmodic dysphonia. And last time I worked with Jeff, I asked him about her, and he said he hadn't seen her in years. He last worked with her in like 2012, and she was a singer in Nashville. He said that he did say this, and this I remember this, and this I've seen in my own life. He said he didn't work with her for about 6 months, then worked with her again, and she was even worse from spasmodic dysphonia than when he had worked with her before. So clearly she just quit doing exercises. This isn't something we do for a little bit and then we quit. This is something that we have to do every day, or else we're going to go back to the spasm voice. Until a better option or a better cure or a better something, and I'm not talking Botox, which a lot of you have had great success with, so I'm not going to, it's just not for me. I just prefer this. This works for me. To each their own. If it works for you, great. Not a debate. But let's work with Jeff Mathena.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is find the closure in your chest voice. So say, separate your teeth a little bit, jaw low. Tongue relaxed. Nice and smooth. It's very good. On your lips here. Bring them really close together. Very good.
Time travel to you're always making your prediction. By 22.
And really lean into it. You could hear that. I don't know if you could hear that, just that
So
little
trippy.
bit of wobble in her voice. That's
Is it so
the
trippy?
spasmodic
Half a
dysphonia
second later,
we've been
Drew?
struggling with. Now, it's barely noticeable. I bet most of you actually have to rewind and go back, and then you still may not even hear it. It used to be a lot more noticeable. Now, we can hear it just slightly, but it doesn't bother us anymore because we know that
it's going away.
it's going away.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. All right. Now, I want to go to your head voice and say, coo, coo, coo.
Goo, goo.
And also worth noticing, that note, it's just below your first bridge, is typically where your voice starts to shake a little bit. It's consistent. That's pretty much the only place that it happens now in your voice.
Right.
Is right there below your first bridge. Okay, so goo goo goo.
Goo goo goo.
Goo goo goo.
Goo goo goo.
Goo 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 goo. Next down. Goo, 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 goo. Make them really short. Even shorter than that. Goo, 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 goo. Good. Goo, 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 goo. Now goo, 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 goo. It's all right. Goo, 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 goo. Now with Jordan, what we're
I gotta stop it right here. Now, I want you to know my breakthrough was on that, right there. And if you're experiencing this right now, this is where you may have your breakthrough also with diligence and with repetitive exercises. On those goo, 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 goo. The first thing you will feel is your voice fighting you. Your voice wanting to go goo, 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 goo. For some reason, when he said even shorter, it felt like in my brain, I visualized this, and this might help. The power of visualization might help here. In my brain, I visualized that spasm being there and me just rubbing over it slightly, but when he said shorter, really starting to chisel at it until it kind of smoothed out. And I still visualize that when I do that exercise. And I thought I'd stop that. And I go, oh, this is valuable. I might want to tell them. That, if you go back on this or on any other time we've done Jeff Mathena working with Victoria, that shorter, that goo, 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 goo. Because it's easy to go goo, 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 goo. But when you hit it quicker and fast, you are ironing over the spasm. You are chiseling into the spasm to make it go ultimately the opposite direction. I'm a big believer in that because I've seen it in my own life and with that own exercise. I just did that effortlessly. That's what we're here for.
What we're doing is we're focusing on really short staccato-like exercises, because what they do is they force the attack in the vocal cords to be clean, right? If you hold out a note for a really long period of time, for the first few moments of hitting that note, it might not feel right. And then what will happen is intuitively, you'll find a way to manipulate your vocal cords to make the note sound more solid. But when it's really short, like what we're doing now and what we're going to continue to do over the next few minutes, it forces the cords to find the proper coordination immediately and starts to train them away from anything else, such as something that may, like when you get that shake in your voice and it results in, or which is from the cords not really being confident in that coordination. Mm-hmm. Now, I want you to find some vocal fry. Say, You've done a lot of this as well. It really encourages good chord closure. Say, ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Now keep that larynx down, so go, what? Go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Now, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Very good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Not here.
Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You feel that resonance in your chest, even though we're in your head voice. There's resonance in your mouth as well.
This is one of the best exercises. This session with her that we could possibly do.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Very good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, speed is not something that's going to benefit us in this exercise, okay? Because what we're after is that attack, that really clean attack. If you're going, hoo, 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 it's not doing anything. Ooh, 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 ooh. And And you've gotten very good at these exercises because we've done them so much. Now, Feel that jaw lower just a little bit as you get up. Good. So you keep all of that sensation, that subtle vibration, that buzz on your lips and in your nose. That's okay. It'll come. Ooh. It's all right. You start to feel that smooth out just a little bit. Ooh. Nice, easy transition. Now, let's go to an NG. Say, now that we have that nice connection from your chest voice to your head voice, really focus on this closure.
When he's talking about that connection, I think every exercise, because this isn't video. I can't see what he's really talking about half the time. I just have to interpret it, which kind of is a little bit dangerous when you're dealing with voice exercises, because you could make the situation worse. But when he's talking about the connection, I actually can feel that, because it's head voice. Every exercise, he started with chest voice, then he went into head voice. Then when he talks about the connection, it's connection between the two. Just to clarify.
Good. Keep it close.
Also, another breakthrough. You may, if I always get the two mixed up, adductor and I know one's the breathy voice and one's the spasmy voice that I have, and most of the people that, based I can tell, that are on here have the same kind I have. So, if you're like me and you're doing those that when you get down to the is where the spasm hits. This is also a moment that diligence training in the reverse, that will reverse. And there's days, I still have bad days where I hit that part and it'll and I'll go, okay, well, either have taken 12 days off or I'm having a bad day with it. We're going to have this the rest of our lives. We just don't have to have it as bad. And that's the best I can offer. Okay? Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it tough?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes there's still a little bit of struggle with this, but this is what we have to go through in order to get the chords to do what we want. It still is a daily struggle for you.
Yeah.
But we're doing well. Maybe not a daily struggle. There are days where you don't even think about it anymore.
It's like a weekly
It's
struggle.
like a weekly struggle, okay.
Yeah.
A little faster. Keep this relaxed right here. Put your thumbs right here. Now, all of a sudden, that's a C sharp, and you just feel your voice just all of a sudden.
Ah! A day! We did it! Little easier than the daily drills. But still, no walk in the park. Thank you for staying with me. We'll see you tomorrow.